on Nightcomsat. You can also download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. Special Advisor on Media and Information to President Bola Tinubu, Bayo Ononuga, says Nigerians will soon experience a reduction in the cost of living as the effect of the administration's economic reforms start to materialize. Speaking to newsmen in Lagos, Ononuga stated that the positive effect of Tinubu's policies would soon be felt across all segments of the nation. Ononuga highlighted that the president had not only introduced progressive reforms, but had also tackled challenges that previous administrations avoided. The All Progressives Congress has dismissed the allegations by former Minister of Youth and Sports Development Solomon Dalong, alleging that a powerful cabal has taken over President Bola Tinubu's government. The National Secretary of the APC, Ajibola Basiru, criticized Dalong's credibility and his performance as a former minister. Dalong, in an interview, stated that he foresaw the development even before Tinubu's inauguration on May 29, 2023. Saudi authorities says it has prevented more than 269,000 individuals without official permits from entering Mecca ahead of this year's Hajj pilgrimage. The move came as part of a broader effort to control overcrowding and ensure safety during the annual Islamic ritual. The Interior Ministry stated that the measure targets both foreign nationals and Saudi residents attempting to perform Hajj without authorization. The federal government has announced a landmark initiative under the Renewed Hope agenda to deliver 77,400 social housing units across Nigeria and launch new Renewed Hope cities in Lagos, Abuja and Kano in a move to tackle the country's housing deficit. Yusuf Atta, Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, disclosed this in a statement. He reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to solving housing challenges through major investments and partnerships. The Federal High Court FHC chapter of the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSUN, has locked out judges, lawyers, staff and litigants from accessing the court following the indefinite strike declared by its national body. Judges, staff, lawyers and litigants and members of the public report today were denied access as business activities in and around the court were paralyzed as the High Court headquarters located along Shehu Shagari Way in Abuja revealed that all the entrance gates into the high-rise building were under lock. It could be recalled that the Judiciary National Body had on May 30th in a circular by its acting National Secretary MJ Akwashiki asked all its chapters chairman to effective from midnight Sunday, June 1st, direct all members to stay at home. The suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Senatorial District of Kogi State, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, will appear in court today as summoned. This was confirmed by her lead counsel, West Idahosa. He says that whatever the plans of the federal government, Akpoti-Uduaghan, as a law-abiding citizen, will comply with the court's directives, expressing uncertainty about whether the federal government planned to arraign her today. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thunderstorms and rains from Monday to Wednesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released in Abuja envisaged morning thunderstorms on Monday with rains over parts of Taraba, Kaduna, Gombe, Bauchi, Kebbi, Sokoto, Katsina, Jigawa, and Kano states in the northern region. According to the agency, there are prospects of thunderstorms with rain over parts of Taraba, Kaduna, Sokoto, Borno, Kebbi, and Zamfara states later in the day. You're watching the live broadcast of the Midday News. When Midday News returns, federal government's gas-powered vehicle scheme runs into major hitch nationwide. Details coming shortly after the break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. In business, industry stakeholders in compressed natural gas, CNG, says the federal government scheme designed to transition Nigeria's vehicle transportation service industry away from fossil fuel, petrol to gas has encountered a major hitch. They say that inadequate refill facilities and gas itself across the country have become users' and investors' nightmare in recent times, adding that in several states there's virtually zero presence of the CNG scheme, and in others with physical presence including availability of conversion kits, inbuilt autogas vehicles already supplied and refill stations already set up, but level of activities are either non-existent or skeletal. However, the Office of the Presidential CNG Initiative, as well as key stakeholders, while acknowledging the existence of these challenges, say the program has not derailed, adding that efforts are underway to restore progress. The country's external reserves have declined in the first 4 months of the year, standing at $37.9 billion at the end of April. This decline is attributed to a significant drop in crude oil prices, which fell by 16.74% this year from $73.29 per barrel on January 2nd to $62.78 per barrel as of May 31st. The decline in oil prices is linked to the decision by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and Allies, including Russia, to increase production by nearly 1 million barrels per day from April to June. The ongoing decline in oil prices is shaped by a delicate balance of supply-side adjustment, demand uncertainties, and strategic maneuvers from influential players like Saudi Arabia. The president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has revealed that most Nigerians are unaware that they currently pay 55% of what other West African countries pay for premium motor spirit, petrol. Dangote stated this during a high-level visit to the 650,000 barrels per day facility by the president of the Economic Community of West African States Commission, Dr. Omar Toure, and his team, according to a statement by the Dangote Group. Noting that Africa will benefit greatly by encouraging trade among its countries, Dangote stressed how the refinery has helped Nigeria to bring down the cost of refined products and production costs across many sectors of the economy. On the foreign scene, in a sweeping policy efforts by the kingdom to tighten regulatory oversight across immigration and employment, and will remain in place until the end of June 2025, coinciding with the conclusion of the Hajj season. Britain has announced it will build 12 new attack submarines as it was set to unveil a major defense review to deal with growing Russian aggression and the changing nature of warfare. Prime Minister Keir Starmer says there's greater instability on defense and security than there has been for many, many years, and greater threats. He stated that his Labour government will later publish its Strategic Defence Review, a document that will assess threats facing the UK and make recommendations. In sports now, the international friendly between Nigeria's Super Falcons and Indomitable Lioness of Cameroon will now be held on Tuesday at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta after the Confederation of African Football rejected a proposed shift to Monday. The Super Falcons, who had earlier announced the rescheduling of the tie via their official X handle, confirmed the reversal on Sunday. CAF did not approve the revised date of Monday, June 2nd, as proposed by the Nigerian Football Federation and the Cameroonian Football Federation, prompting a reversion to the earlier schedule. Turkish Super League champions Galatasaray are planning to offer Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen a €3 million annual pay rise to €15 million per year in a bid to convince him to join the club permanently following his remarkable loan spell from Napoli. The 26-year-old Nigerian forward currently earns around €12 million per year at Galatasaray, but according to two Napolista, the Istanbul Giants are prepared to increase their offer to €15 million annually, approximately €288,000 per week, which would represent the highest salary in the striker's career and the most lucrative deal Galatasaray has ever offered a player. Osimhen has enjoyed a sensational campaign at Galatasaray following his season-long loan move from Napoli last summer. Many initially thought the Nigerian international would simply be marking time in Turkey after Napoli excluded him from their plans for the season. But he has quickly become a fan favorite and one of the club's most valuable assets. Nigerian international Victor Boniface, could be on his way out of the Bay Arena this summer as Bayer Leverkusen have slapped a €50 million price tag on the striker. The former Bundesliga champions, who recently appointed ex-Ajax, Amsterdam and Manchester United gaffer Erik ten Hag to be their new manager, are seemingly preparing for life under the Dutchman following the departure of Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid, and could let Boniface out the door in order to fund new signings. According to German outlet Sports Bild, Bayer Leverkusen have lowered their asking price for Boniface to the tune of €50 million as they're looking to offload him this summer. He was close to sealing a €70 million to Saudi Pro League outfit Al Nassr during the January winter transfer window before the Saudi Arabian side changed their minds and signed Colombian ace John Duran from Aston Villa. And that's it on Global Television's Midday News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on Nigecomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. Remember, you can download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android